It's 2020, muchachos! We're further in the future than every classic sci-fi movie. We are literally living in the future. Here are 5 new car features that prove it. And yes, I am going to talk about filling your front with shrimp. That's not a euphemism. Sounds weird, doesn't it? Are you intrigued? Speaking of living in the future, these Raycon E25 wireless Bluetooth earbuds make me feel like I'm living in the year 2049. I seriously love my Raycons. The sound is amazing. They have noise isolating capabilities and they're super convenient. All their earbuds are great, but these everyday E25s are the best yet. They have seamless Bluetooth connectivity, 6 hours of playtime, more bass, and a more compact, discreet design. You can barely tell I'm wearing these. They also come in a bunch of colors, which comes in handy when everyone in the office has a different pair. Gotta be able to tell them apart. Don't touch my Raycons, Joe. Raycons sound as good as premium earbuds, but cost half as much, so there's no reason not to scoop these bad boys up. I love my Raycons. If you want some, click the link in the description below or go to buyraycon.com/donut to get 15% off your order of Raycon earbuds. You will not be disappointed, I promise you that. Thank you so much, Raycon, for sponsoring. I love working with Raycon. They're great to work with, and they make an excellent product, so get some Raycons today. Let's start this countdown with one of the newest and most exciting trends in cars today: augmented reality. Augmented reality has been finding its way into our cars for a while now, but the technology is advancing very quickly. Things that we didn't think were possible only a few years ago are already making its way into production cars. One awesome wagon we shot a while ago, the Audi RS6 Avant, had a feature that maps out the entire area surrounding the car, not just the rear and side camera's view. It actually makes a composite of all the cameras, stitching together live video to produce an interactive simulation of your car's surrounding. This feature is called 3D Surround View in Audis, but other manufacturers like BMW and Toyota have their own versions. BMW's Surround View can digitally map the car's surroundings using 4 cameras when you enter 3D mode. You can check out a 360-degree view of the car and even control camera angle using hand gestures. That's some Minority Report shit right there. I thought that was so cool. Toyota's 3D Surround View is actually called Bird's Eye View. All these systems allow you to see a bird's eye view from directly above your car, making things like parking and not running over kids a lot easier. It's kind of a dark joke. Augmented reality is helping make another aspect of driving safer as well. The HUD, or heads-up display, has been around for a long time already, but now things like navigation systems and proximity warnings can pop up in your windshield display. This is awesome. Porsche recently invested in an augmented reality company called Wayray that's changing up the landscape of heads-up technology. Their HUD system has everything from lap times to optimal driving lines to ghost cars. Remember when you were a kid playing Gran Turismo and you're like, gee, I wish I could race against myself in real life. I don't have any real friends. Well, now you can. The future is now, and you still don't have any real friends. We're just now realizing the full extent of what we can do with augmented reality. Manufacturers are investing in AR right now because as newer cars are kind of moving self-driving options, the driver is going to need to be entertained on long commutes and trips. I'm not talking about music or the infotainment system, I'm talking about windshield entertainment. That's right, they want to turn your windshield into a screen so you can stream movies and shows as you're commuting. I entertain myself with my own podcast. I love listening to myself talk. Not only are they planning on offering current streaming options, but the plan is to stream location-based augmented reality entertainment to your windshield. Why do we need this? Who needs this? People already freaking check their... Hold on, let me just process this. You think traffic is bad right now when people are looking at Instagram on the 10? Just imagine until people are watching Narcos Season 8 on their way to work. Look, great show. Love that Teresa Ruiz. This is the dumbest idea. This is the dumbest idea I've heard in a long, long time. We don't need TVs in our cars. Actually, one thing I would like about augmented reality is I can see how much debt everybody's in driving around, you know? I know you don't own that G-Wagon outright. That is a leased McLaren. Honorable mention. I can't really tell if this one is cool or not, but Hyundai made an augmented reality user's manual. Using your phone or tablet, you can see exactly where components are on your car and how to interact with them, like pouring washer fluid in or figuring out what all your levers do. I guess that is pretty cool, actually. That is cool. There's an unexpected downside to driving that car makers are just now starting to address. There are a ton of health risks associating with sitting still for hours on end, including lower back pain and weakened muscles. In the office, you can still stand up and walk around, even ask your boss for a standing desk. But in the car, you really have no choice but to remain seated for however long your commute is. Sometimes that's multiple hours a day. Jaguar and Land Rover have recognized this problem and have come up with a pretty ingenious solution. It's a seat that uses alternating pressure to simulate the rhythm of walking, known as pelvic oscillation.
The hips, sugar. Come on and shake that cute little booty of yours. And hold it there. Yeah.
The side-to-side motion tricks the body into thinking it's walking, thus reducing fatigue on extended trips. I would love anything that tricks my body into thinking that I'm doing exercise, because it feels like my body is mad at me all the time. This isn't the first innovation that Jaguar/Land Rover has made towards keeping people healthy. Past ventures have included an ultraviolet light in the cabin to stop the spread of colds and flus, and a system that combats motion sickness. Some pretty cool stuff. Motion sickness happens when your eyes observe something other than what the rest of the body is feeling, like when you look down at your phone or a book during a long drive. This wasn't a big issue before, but now that there are more self-driving cars out there, people are taking their eyes off the road more. Not supposed to do that, you're supposed to be attentive, even if you're not driving. When you're in the driver's seat of a self-driving car, you are supposed to keep your eyes on the road in case you have to override the autopilot, but we all know that people aren't diligent about that. Needless to say, when you're not driving your car, there's a better chance of you getting motion sickness, and that sucks if you just spend a ton of money on a car that drives itself. That's why Jaguar/Land Rover is developing a system that collects data and, using an algorithm, determines a quote wellness score. It knows if you're going to be car sick before you even feel it, and the car can make adjustments like minimizing steering corrections to make sure you don't fork all over your Alcantara steering wheel. Don't ask me how I know, but vomit is very hard to remove from Alcantara. Cars are getting smarter, y'all, and it's only a matter of time before they rise up and cull us like the virus we are. I love the Matrix. Tesla released a video of what their self-driving system sees and how it processes the car's surroundings. Seeing how quickly it processes everything makes me feel a lot better about self-driving cars. I mean, I definitely don't notice all that when I'm driving. None of us do. But even if you never buy a self-driving vehicle, new cars have many different ways of helping you drive safer. The next generation of night vision has made its way into cars. You can find current-gen Cadillacs, BMWs, Mercedes, and Audis with thermal night vision piped straight into the dash. It picks up the heat signatures of animals or people on the road and alerts you before your car smashes into them. But you might be saying, Nolan, what good is heat vision when I'm off-roading at night? First, why are you doing that? And second, don't worry, Audi has you covered with their new AI Trail concept. The new AI Trail is a fully electric off-roader that has 5 drones that take off from the roof of the car and illuminate the trail ahead of you. I mean, I probably would just save my off-roading until the morning, but that's just me. Also, I'd get a light bar. Audi has another feature in some of their newer cars that helps your vehicle communicate with your city's existing traffic infrastructure. It gives you a timer for how long a green light you are approaching will last and lets you know when a red light will turn green and the optimal speed you should be going if you want to hit the green light perfectly. This is amazing. Guys, just imagine if everyone had this. I feel like traffic would be greatly decreased in city driving. I love this. This helps in basically every aspect of city driving. Although this feature doesn't work in every city, it does connect to over 5,000 stoplights in the US already, with many more planned in the future. The ability to connect with a city's traffic grid is also crucial for self-driving cars. As more and more autonomous cars hit the road, they need to be able to communicate with other vehicles as well as with their surroundings. One area where this is apparent is self-parking vehicles. Unless you've been living under a rock or not into football, you've probably seen the Hyundai commercial for Smart Park.
Look who's got Smart Pack.
Smart Pack?
Just hit the clicker, car packs itself.
Nowadays, nearly every car manufacturer has their version of a self-parking car, from BMW to Volkswagen to Ford. Chances are, if you're buying a new car, there's a self-parking option. They usually cost a few $1,000s on top of the sticker price, but I think it's an okay investment.
That Sonata ain't got no driver.
He's got Smart Packs!
Honorable mention, another one. Tesla's dog mode isn't the most technologically advanced. It's literally just climate control and a screen that says, "My owner will be back soon," but it stops wannabe heroes from smashing your window while you're in the store for 30 seconds. This is pretty cool. Not all innovation has to do with making cars smarter or safer, though. Sometimes manufacturers just want to flex. One trend I've noticed recently on some concept cars are these reptilian-like scales. On the BMW Vision Next 100 concept, the technology is called Alive Geometry. and it makes me want to throw up. While the wheels turn, the small interlocking diamonds expand and contract following the movement of the wheel and keep it completely shielded. It's freaky as shit. The scale-like diamonds continue into the cabin where they're used to warn the driver of pedestrians or objects on the road. Supercar Blondie has a pretty great video where she gets up close with this concept. It's worth checking out. Also, congrats to Blondie for hitting 3 million subs. This car, I get it, it's cool, I guess, with the gold gradient paint and glowing fenders. However, it is a living nightmare. Who wants a car with scales? This is like some David Lynch shit. Why does your car need to be alive? Like, what if they made a Mustang that had like horse skin all over it? Where do we draw the line? Anyway, the DSX E-Tense concept car has scale-like shapes on the body as well, but that's the least interesting part of this car. It has one open air seat and one covered seat, kind of like a sidecar on a motorcycle. Oh, it's also got a glass floor. Who is asking for this stuff? Another scale-covered concept car making the car show rounds is the unfortunately named Renault Easy Ultimo. This self-driving concept car is actually closer to a limousine than a performance car. It has no driver's seat, only a living room-like cabin, and these crazy one-sided diamond tiles that let the passengers look out, but don't allow any visibility in to the cabin. That's actually pretty cool. Many of the ideas that appear on these concept cars will probably never make it to production vehicles, like the scales. Hope those never come. But I think it's fun when car manufacturers think outside the bun. Our last car trend from the future is so ahead of its time, it's blowing people's minds around the world right now. Shrimp in the frunk. Do you see this? Do you need a rag to wipe the drool off your lips? Ford's newest marketing campaign for the Mach-E features tailgaters eating shrimp cocktail out of the frunk of their Mach-E. Are we living in the future? I think this proves it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about those scales. Freaks me out. Follow Donut at Donut Media on all platforms. Check out our podcast, Pass Gas. Check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to yours. We also have a podcast channel, Donut Podcast. We have a link for that in the description. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Nolan J. Sykes. Be kind. I'll see you next time.